And that is not possible actually. Even if it is a great philosophy that you are bonded with Kundalini itself, you cannot get stuck there. You should keep your openness to go further. Otherwise we will get stuck. This is so important. All the things which I am saying is from my experience. I am saying that we cannot simply get stuck somewhere. We are on a journey. We are going towards death. And then we are thinking about moksha after death. After the moksha or whatever, who bothers it? If there is something, give now. So masters are offering. Now I am not saying bad about masters, but they are saying, don't worry, don't worry. You come back. You can come back, no problem. Wonderful place. It's a wonderful place, come back. So these are all solating ideas which are very good. I am not saying that it's bad. They are very, very solating ideas. When you are troubled, somebody comes and hits you. That's not good. They come and pat you and no, don't worry. I understand your suffering. And I understand your pain. You know what? I have suffered myself. So I understand your suffering, please. And so let us sit together sometime and go on chatting something interesting. I'm not going to leave you today. I want to stay here. I want to stay here and we work something a little time. And you feel comfortable. At the highest peak moment of my peril, there came someone like God and helped me. And they started to do it together. Or maybe communicate every day. Your time is devoted for the other one, maybe more than you have even shared with your children or with somebody. And then at the end of the day, that person is the person who is the beneficiary, is sending a SMS to the same person, to the front, saying that, oh, this person is really troublesome because he is not really leaving me alone. He is not leaving me alone, and I'm fed up actually. But what to do? It's a wrong message sent to somebody else, wrongly clicked to the person himself. What to do, where to delete, already seen. Already gone. And then making stories, nice stories, and puzzle the mind, talking, calling and without knowing that something has happened, just to check whether the other one has read or not. Human mind. And the other one is not saying that I read it, but be ganger. You are double-faced devil actually. And I have wasted my whole life for you, and now you are doing this. This is what you keep in your mind, and then you put on even now. Suffering is complete suffering. These are all stories which I myself experience and heard from people. Everything which I talk is the experience of someone. You know, people come and say, but I don't say who that person is. Because this is so interesting to study how the human mind is working. And then they couldn't meet thereafter at all. So life goes like this. So suffering after suffering we invite suffering. And then certainly we need to get out of it. And getting out of this kind of suffering is possible only by proper understanding, by proper observation, Who am I, where am I, and what am I doing, and from where the problem is coming, and so then certainly you realize, you understand, you change. No shifting, nothing, direct approach. So for that, masters have streamlined certain things. And Kundalini Yoga is one among that, but it is not the only one for helping people. All philosophies or spiritual paths are good. They do something for you and to help you to get out of yourself. That's the most. And then the stubbornness we were talking. In the middle of the triangle, in the middle of the rectangle, there is a downward pointing triangle. In the downward pointing triangle, there is a sphere. There is a downward pointing triangle. Inside the downward pointing triangle, there is a sphere. This sphere is called Atmalingam. The seed of the soul is there. The seed of our soul is there. The soul, you have already seen that the soul is the stillness, which is there. But as our mind is taking over everything, and that calmness state is not coming to us. But it is there. In this one, this triangle represents the three major nadis which we have studied: Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. This is Ida, this one is Pingala, and this one is Sushumna. So we have three main streams. One is the mental stream, the emotional stream, the other is the rational stream, and then the balancing Sushumna. And this is a great support for us, because when we are entering into emotional stuff, immediately we understand and that a channel is really active. So technically you need to work on that to stabilize that or switch over to the other one. Thereby balance will come. Balance is shown by the Sushumna. This is the left channel, this is the left channel, this is the right channel, this is the balancing channel. That means channel of awareness. With awareness, you can balance yourself. Whether you are in mental or emotional area or in rational area, certainly there is a scope for you to actually balance yourself, because you are endowed with that faculty inside yourself, which is called the balanced current of you, which is Sushumna. Then on the middle there is a linga, which is the Atmalingam, the seed of the soul. On the seed of the soul, there is a serpent. There is a serpent, and there is a serpent here. This serpent, which is coiling the linga or seed of the soul, is called Kundalini. So Kundalini is the awareness which is there deep inside you, which is in the original form. This Kundalini is sleeping. The head of the Kundalini is going down with his this is the Kundalini. Kundalini is swallowing its own tail, sucking, chewing and sleeping. Kundalini is the power of awareness, which is in a dormant state most of the time, staying in ignorance, attached with body, bodily functions, bodily pleasures and comforts. And so it is not aware of any other thing. So it is represented as a serpent which is sleeping, which is in slumber, sucking and chewing its own tail, which represents the state of ignorance. In the tail you will not get anything, but you can go on sucking your tail, no milk will come. But that is what children are doing, they suck their thumb and they sleep. Or a nipple they give without milk and they go on sucking and they sleep. So that is the state of ignorance of a person when he is attached with the physical things, food security, etc. Without understanding, if a person remains there, he is staying in ignorance. So this is the state of a person in Mula. That is represented by the sleeping serpent. This is the general format, and then we can put the picture. We take a break, and we can put the.
Sushumna, Sushumna, related. Nadi with it. Madhuvala, related.
Harmonious. Inner silence. Inner silence. Thought illadikum silence. അതാണ് ആ സൈലൻസിലാണ് നമ്മുടെ ഉൾബോധം ഇരിക്കുന്ന ആ സൈലൻസിലാണ്. അവർ ഇന്നർ സൈലൻസ് ഈസ് അവർ ഇന്നർ ബോധം. അതെപ്പോഴാണോ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് അപ്പം ആണ് നമുക്ക് ഒരു എവല്യൂഷൻ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. The moment when you understand this, that you are the ultimate silence which is there at the base of existence, and your existence is also in the silence. Your mind is operating on the silence. And when the mind comes, mind is there. When the mind is not operating, it's not there. So where the mind has gone at the time, it enters into the emptiness, but not permanently establishing a unity. That is why the seed of the soul is the seed. Just you get a glimpse of that one. You are not aware that you are the silence, but you get a glimpse. And when you get that glimpse, you know that you are okay, you are peaceful. When that is gone, you are getting into troubles. And so this deeper stillness which is within is the consciousness, the bodham, which is there. But we need to stay there, evolve, and develop our awareness. So Kundalini is the science of expansion of awareness. Clear? And so this is very important for me as a teacher to make my listeners understand very clearly that until and unless you look into yourself and ask the question, why not, you will not be able to understand. But the mind is interested in projecting its ideas outside, and then it will go. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a normal plan. But the normal plan is not giving some really good comfort or solace. It comes and goes. So we cannot go with this normal plan. We have to go to another plan. And that plan is not involving in things, but observing. No. പണ്ട് നമ്മൾ പരശമാഷ് എന്താണ് ആലോചിക്കുന്നത്, നക്ഷത്രം തുന്നി പിടിപ്പിച്ചതാണോ താനെയോ